Hello, today we're going to talk about another way that you can use proportions, which is to solve problems involving percents. It's similar to what we've worked on in the past, and it should be pretty easy as long as you put your items in the right spots. Remember that a percent is a way of displaying a fraction, but showing it out of 100. Percents are helpful because they're always out of 100, so it makes it easier to compare when you have different amounts. So let's look at some example problems involving percents. So this problem says, what is 50% of 16? So we're going to use this method, part over whole equals percent over 100. So our first step is we need to make our proportion. Remember that percents are always out of 100, so we can start by labeling that. And now we need to figure out where the other numbers should go. So what is 50%? So 50 is our percent, so we can find where to put that. It says, what is 50% of 16? Of is talking about the whole. So we're going to put that in the spot that's labeled whole. And what we need to find is the part. Now we have our proportion, which is two fractions that are equal. And we can use our method of cross multiplying to find our answer. We would cross multiply and get 100x equals 50 times 16 is 800. We need to divide by 100. And we're going to get x equals 8. So that tells me that 8 is 50% of 16. We want to find what is 20%, or 20 is 25% of what number? Again, we're going to set up a proportion. It's still the same thing, part over a whole equals percent over 100. So we're going to look, we always know it's 100. 20 is a word that's telling us that that represents the part. So we're going to put 20 for the part. 25% is the percent, so we'll label that. Of what number? The of is what we don't know, so we'll put our x for the whole, which is represented by of. This is a proportion we know how to solve. We cross multiply. 25x equals 20 times 100 is 2,000. Divide by 25. Divide by 25. And we get x equals 80. Our last example, we want to find 15 is what percent of 60? A percent is always out of 100, so we'll label that. Now we need to figure out where 15 and 60 belong in our proportion. 15 is a word that tells us it's the part. Of 60, of is a word that tells us it's the whole. And we need to find the percent. We cross multiply. 60x equals 15 times 100 is 1,500. We would divide by 60, and we get x equals 25. If you have questions, please ask when we come back together. I hope this helped, and good